Hello, Wildland alumni. Kurt, Shay, and Ann here today to share with you our closer look this month, which is about we want to give you an inside look at how we give back and support our community. Actually, Hannah, our marketing associate, just finished riding 400 miles across Washington State to raise funds for resettlement of refugee community here in Seattle. She raised $6,000. And Jonathan Burnham, our marketing director, takes youth out into the wilderness with the Inner City Outings program, teaches them about nature. Chris Moriarty, our Africa program director, is a med tech support on helicopter rescue missions in the Cascade Mountains. So he takes advantage of our flexible work schedule and works from home several days a month so he can be close to the base. And these are just some of the ways that we like to give back and support our community. And another one is with Shay, a student from our community. She's going to be traveling to Vietnam, and I'll let Ann explain the story of how this came about.
Okay, well, I met Shay at a community gathering in Edmonds of students who wrote and self-published their stories of facing obstacles and overcoming many different things in their life that were going on. And I'd always wanted to send a student on an international trip, an at-risk student on an international trip. And after meeting Shay, I just felt she was the perfect student because I could really see all the possibilities unfolding for her on an international trip. And so Shay is an amazing young woman, and I think this trip is going to be really special for her. And so Shay, how excited were you when you found out you were going to Vietnam?
I was literally speechless. Because we'd been eating Vietnamese food all night, so I felt like I should have gotten the hint. And then the two maps from North and South Vietnam were like set in front of me, and I was like, "What?" Like I couldn't even like form words. I was just so I didn't even know how to react.
So this is your first international trip?
Yeah, I've never been outside of the United States.
Mm-hmm. And what are your expectations? From what you know about Vietnam and where you're going to be staying with the family. What are your expectations?
Well, I'm definitely expecting top tier food because one of the first things that a former teacher of mine who lived in Vietnam for a while and taught, she said that the reason she chose Vietnam was because of the food. And so I've been going around Edmonds and writing for the Edmonds Beacon about vegetarian food or vegetarian Vietnamese food in Edmonds to kind of prepare me for that. And I've always loved pho anyways. So yeah, I think the thing I'm most excited for is the food and seeing if it lives up to the standards that Margie's put it at, the street food.
Yeah. So, and what are your what opportunities do you think this will present for expanding your horizon in life?
It's basically given me motivation to travel more, despite what I've been through in the past and despite what I've already established here in this area. I want in the future I want to travel a lot, and so I think that this will be a good start into getting into that and to show myself that I can basically no matter what I've been through in the past, I can move forward and do some really cool things with my life.
Awesome. Well, you're a writer.
Yeah. Too,
and I'm sure that this will stimulate your interest in writing and what you write about.
Oh yeah, I'll be writing for the blog while I'm there.
Yeah, so
that'll be fun.
So she'll be writing for Wildland's blog, which will be fun to read and see your adventures. So that's awesome. There's a great article about Shay in our local Edmonds News, which is linked from my blog on this month's Closer Look. And we just want to give thanks to you for embarking on this trip because we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you for sponsoring me.
Yeah. And,
we're happy to do it.
Thanks to all of you Wildland alumni for supporting all these projects that we have around the world through our Travelers Conservation Trust, supporting various conservation and community development projects over the years. Thanks.
Thank you.